Om Shanti. Eternal Self is completely pure. Thoughts are pure, intellect is pure, but it is necessary to go in natural silence, deep silence. So if there is any kind of heaviness, any thoughts from the past, or concerns even of one's own efforts, I go in deep silence just to experience my purity, my innocence, and love for Baba. And make this moment as the new beginning. Create new understanding. Just see it as the beginning. In silence, I look at Baba. I just be the true self. Be free from the thoughts of my part. As I take Drishti from Baba, I merge in Baba's personality of the Lord of Innocence. And I take blessings of honest mind, pure and clean intellect, to understand Baba, understand the call of the time, and be in the bodiless, that is going beyond the body, awareness of world, and stay very, very close to Almighty Baba. I stay in the company of one who is ever pure. There is experience of lightness, and soul feels very joyful. It's lightness and cheerfulness is my angelic stage. No one, nothing can touch angel. There is love, closeness, still untouched by any type of attachment. This closeness to Baba give the experience of being complete, close, and equal to Baba. Go beyond embodiless, angelic stage, but also be a karma yogi, follow Baba's Shrimad, as much I follow Shrimad of Baba. Whatever directions I follow based on Shrimad, I can use power to discern and to decide for this task of establishment. Following Srimad helps me to be very honest, very clear, and very truthful. Keep my keep my intellect with Baba and experience all relationships with Baba. Not only experience, but practically in life, feel the sustenance. Baba is the one who sustained me, and I'm under the canopy of Baba Drishti. Baba, as eternal bodiless being, is in the angelic form, giving Drishti to us.
तो ऐसे नहीं समझना तो 1 साल तो क्रोध को खत्म किया, अभी तो फ्री है, ऐसे नहीं समझ। अगर संपूर्ण लगाव मुक्त अनुभव करेंगे तो क्रोध मुक्त ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाएंगे। क्यों? क्रोध भी क्यों होता है? जिस बात को जिस चीज को आप चाहते हो और वो पूर्ण नहीं होता है या प्राप्त नहीं होता है तो क्रोध आता है। क्रोध का कारण आपके जो संकल्प है वो चाहे उल्टे हो चाहे सुलटे हो, लेकिन पूरा नहीं होगा ना तो भी क्रोध आता है। मानो आप चाहते हो कि हमारा भी कॉन्फ्रेंस होती है, फंक्शन होते हैं, उसमें हमारा भी पार्ट होना चाहिए। आकर भी हम लोग को कब चांस मिलेगा और आपकी इच्छा है और आप इशारा भी करते हैं, लेकिन आप लोगों को चांस नहीं मिलता है तो उस समय चिड़चिड़ापन आता है कि नहीं आता है। चलो महाक्रोध नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन जिसने ना की उनके प्रति व्यर्थ संकल्प चलेंगे चलेंगे ना तो वो पवित्रता तो नहीं हुई ना। ऑफर करना, विचार देना, इसके लिए जुटी है, लेकिन विचार के पीछे उस विचार को इच्छा के रूप में बदले नहीं करो। जब संकल्प इच्छा के रूप में बदलता है तब चिड़चिड़ापन भी आता है, वह मुख से क्रोध भी होता है या तो हाथ पांव भी जलता है, वो हुआ महाक्रोध। लेकिन विचार देना निस्वार्थ होकर के विचार, स्वार्थ रखे नहीं तो मैंने कहा तो होना ही चाहिए, ये नहीं सोच। ऑफर भले करो, ये रंग नहीं, लेकिन क्यों
Om Shanti. This morning's Murli actually was Baba's love for us to tell us exactly where we are and what we have to do. And for about 2 weeks now, we had been talking, experiencing, experimenting with the original self, the stage of original self. Actually, when we say it, original, then there is other word which comes with original is immortal. So they always say together, Anadi and Avnashi. Eternal is really something which doesn't have beginning and end. So it's immortal. And for the soul, they always say that it's the pure energy, it's immortal, so it cannot be burned, cannot be cut by sword. Nothing can happen to the soul. And when then there is eternal self, that purity, where there are no karmic accounts, karmati stage, seed form stage, bodiless stage, all these are different stages when there is eternity or I am eternal soul. So I think that we spent time, we went in details, and most of you must be feeling a little bit on what it is to be eternal soul. Whenever, like today, Baba said, some of the sanskars which emerge, so to merge those sanskars, the best practice is your eternal self. Remind yourself, I am the seed, eternal self, completely pure. So that they can merge, sanskars can merge. I think this is the tool which you have to keep using it. More you use it, more you will experience, and your power, strength, and you want to do it more. The first one, Baba says, sanskars of battling, sanskars of getting confused. Because it does happen. There are, it's like not, of course, there are sanskars, but when there is situation, there are certain situations where you can, even for a few minutes, you can get confused. Or Baba said, sanskars of laboring. So especially three types of sanskars: of battling, laboring, and confusion. So what we have to do now, that whenever you find that even some percentage of those sanskars emerging in your thinking, or like just now Baba mentioned about irritation, like you're getting agitated, little irritated inside, and you don't see any reason, and you're not particularly like you want to be that way. Mm. You don't want to be that way also. But deep within there is some sanskar, which Baba explained that it could be some subtle desire which is emerging. And because of that, this battling begins, or confusion begins, or then you become like, suppress yourself or laboring of any kind. So what we have to now do is keep applying this stage in which you become neutral. Eternal self is more like going in neutral gear. As I began meditation, so one can churn knowledge, one can what Baba said, and felt little bit like, oh, I have a lot to do. I don't know if I will make it. I don't know if what Baba is expecting I will reach in time or not. No, these thoughts are wasteful thoughts, right? But listening to Murli like this morning, one can have many thoughts, right? About the self, about others. No, we have to just say, this is what Baba is saying. I pay attention, and let's begin from today. That whenever I find sanskars of weakness or wasteful thoughts come, immediately think of, I'm eternal soul. It's like you're going in neutral gear. In the car, whenever there is confusion, or car suddenly stops, I have to start. You have to go to your neutral gear. Mm. It's very interesting because you're neutralizing, or in a way, like you just kind of centralize. Don't think. Just go into your eternal self in silence, in purity, in innocence. Silence, purity, innocent even. So that whatever then will emerge from this eternal self will be very, very helpful. So, what we had been talking, but today's Murli, and then what we have to experiment now, keep using this stage. This morning, Baba wants to take us into another stage, and he said from angel to deity. So, from tomorrow, we will start Adi self is the deity self. Adi self is the deity self. Original means I began in golden age as a deity. So from eternal as a soul, then am I playing my part from the beginning, from golden age with divine virtues. So merging first. So when we get these few moments, we get a chance to practice, right? I have been experimenting a lot with this eternal self. Like something comes, situation comes, sometimes your thoughts, any sanskar emerge, just go, I am in my eternal self. Don't think about anything, what will happen, this might happen, no confusion. And really you are recharged there. You come out very fresh, very light. And that is where your angelic stage is emerging actually. As much you practice your eternal self, the angelic form will emerge. You will feel you are very quiet, you are very light. Then internally, when you feel very light, and then you feel very joyful, because then you start feeling nothing can touch an angel. I'm an angel, and you are an angel. It's not you are not. So, as much you adopt this practice of being eternal self, in other words, bodiless, and from that bodiless stage emerges angelic stage. And when you think you are angelic, in your angelic stage, as I said, you feel very light. Because as a seed, but also it can be just full stop, okay. But internally, you know, Baba is there, everything will be okay. So come out of all confusions. And you don't need to do laboring, but just go deep in and immerse your eternal self. And within eternal self, you are merging everything. Emerge that stage of eternal self. And that is, I am the seed or full stop, purity, peace, love. Yes, that's what I am, eternal self. At home, my stage with Baba. So as much keep practicing that now, right? And then from there, you will start experiencing your angelic stage. Because many of you, I think most of us know, but how do I emerge that angelic state? Like this morning, Baba was saying about Brahma Baba, which really I have seen so many times. I saw with Brahma Baba, he's listening to us. And as soon as like you're going little bit out in more unnecessary details or mentioning anything about anyone, he's not there because he doesn't want to create not only karmas. Because if I sit and listen about what is this is this, complaints or whatever it is, but why would Baba want to listen? It's also karmic account, no listening also. So he will disappear. Even he's not showing you that he's not listening, but he's not listening. That's what this morning Baba said. He's there and he's not there. And it's a very good practice because, as I said, it's not only talking is action, but listening also is action. So, where sometimes I have to listen, even for myself or anyone else, but when I find that it is not relevant or okay, once Baba told us, Brahma Baba, if you see anything wrong happening at center because of anyone, anything, you tell Baba. So most of us will try not to go to Baba for these things because it's highest on high Father. Why should we take ordinary thing? But suppose if we have to do it because somewhere it's not under control and it's necessary, so Baba will listen. But then again I go and say, Baba, so Baba said, look, you told me, now Baba is responsible. But if you are saying again and again, it's your sanskar now. Never it happen you can go second time and have same complaint. Then Baba is warning, now it's your sanskar. If it's not sanskar, it will become sanskar. So he really helped us to balance it. That we want everything to be in the right way, but to keep thinking about that, which is wrong, it's not going to help anyway in that situation, right? Lot of thoughts about same situation. So then what happens? But if you come to your original self, to your eternal self, very beautiful qualities will emerge as an angel. And you can still deal with that situation, but from angelic stage, where you are not creating any kind of karmic accounts, but it will become very lovely, very peaceful, silent relationship. So using more and more, underline it, and your eternal self will help you to experience your angelic state. And it's important for us to experience angelic state because from angelic now we're going deity, right? So we have to follow Baba, no? When I heard this morning I said, oh, he's ready for us for another stage of deity. Where Baba said, Devta is who gives, and Levta. Levta is one who always thinks this should happen, that should happen, or subtly what you want, feeling of getting. So we don't want to be left behind, right? Papa is making us deity now, and we are still thinking how to be angelic, right? I think we all know it somewhere. We're not sure some, but today I'm telling you that emerging keep off, very often keep emerging eternal self. That means you have to decide something. Mm. So just go into your eternal self in silence, in that purity, and see how your intellect is so clear. And sometimes some are not sure, is it from Baba or is it my thought? Is it from Baba or not? That doesn't matter. Once you are in remembrance of Baba, once you are in your eternal self, that is purity, the thought which will come in the mind mm, will be Baba's thought, right? That will be Baba's thought. Because otherwise, how do you know this is Baba? You can also practice this. For me, I find many, many times, if you really in remembrance of Baba, you are in your eternal self, that stage, then the thought which will come is just very, very clear. And then you decide based on that. Just one thought comes, and we know it's very pure and it's very clear. So then your trust will keep increasing. That it's not just me, it's definitely coming from Baba. And you get it exactly at the right time, just one right thought. But as I said, even if there is confusion or a situation, but just remember, today Baba said these sanskars shouldn't be there. So we decide. Doesn't mean that it we don't have. There must be in everyone some percentage. Even it could be 3 minutes, it could be 3 hours, for some 3 days. They internally battling with the base thoughts. But now you emerge your eternal self. And as Baba said, second is laboring and third is confusion. Because now even, okay, we don't think, but there is confusion in people's life, right? Should we do this or not? Should we move forward in this way? Should we invest or not? Should we do job, two jobs, no job? What to do? Or will there be job, you know? So all this is confusion. So when that emerges, which is under circumstances, because that's where sanskars emerge, no? When there is externally situation. So don't think, just bring your eternal stage and keep it emerge, and then whatever thought come. If it doesn't come and you don't need immediately to decide, then leave it. And then your mind is calm, have more trust, then create again eternal state. Think of Baba. And then whatever thought comes, you do it. And you will find that that thought is a pure thought. It's coming from Baba. Means sometimes we get a chance to share that thought amongst our team or with senior, but sometimes it might not be possible. And especially these days, right? But this practice, and then, as I said, you have to feel that your angelic stage is emerging. And that is lightness, joyful. It's like light, I'm flying and very happy, very joyful. Enthusiasm, courage, it's like emerging all these qualities. So that angelic stage, I think, we emerges, but we have to now let that stage. I should feel I am now in an angelic stage, which you can call angelic stage or avyakt stage. And from there now we move onwards to Adi self, means as a deity. In all of us, there is a deity, right? Today, Baba said our perfection, stage of perfection, is invoking us because we had that from last Kalpa. We have to again experience it. So, whatever we had been talking, sharing, discussing many different aspects, right? So, even if you need to revise it, right, you can listen it again. What we discussed in 2 weeks' time, you can go in YouTube and listen, or you can go in Telegram and listen, just to revise also. What way do I implement my eternal self, the stage? And these days, what resource Baba needs, what Baba said this morning, what you have brought for me with both is our honest heart, our love for Baba, our commitment, something we have to offer to Baba. Because as much we offer to Baba, it becomes sacred, it becomes everlasting. So this really made me think this morning when Baba said, what else have you brought for me? Because Baba can use, let's say you have faith, unshakable faith. Baba can use that power of faith to and make you instrument to use that. So for establishment, unlimited task of establishment of the new world, Baba said, happens through self-transformation, or Baba at this time can use our stage. So traffic control time, maybe we should use it. Whenever there is situation, wherever I feel my energy now is not clear, or little bit irritation is coming, or internally there is some kind of battling, instantly just use, apply, and bring your eternal self and be an angel for yourself first, and then of course for others. You will have lot of good experiences. And as with Brahma Baba, no, this morning Baba said, until last day he gave directions, but he was still in his angelic state. So you will be doing what you're doing, but in your angelic stage. So at least we can say now we are moving on our journey, right? From eternal self, or a Brahmin with purity, Baba's child, to angelic. And from there, it blossoms more, and we move on to the journey to the Adi self. Adi means beginning, and that is from Golden Age, Adi. So we will go into details of Adi self from tomorrow. But keep experimenting, keep experimenting. And of course, this morning's Murli Baba gave us signal that there is not much time. So self-transformation will definitely have inner voice in you that Baba's task is accomplished anyway. but Baba makes me instrument so that I can do some elevated actions and create my fortune and future and receive blessings from Baba. So even if I'm very fortunate that Baba is making me instrument, not because I am able to do. I really feel, and in my life, I always had thought, let Baba make me instrument for whatever he wants. I or I have to do this, do this. No, whatever Baba makes me instrument, let me do it. That's what Baba said, no? Understanding of karma philosophy. And keep your stage good. I assure you, Baba will use it in a maximum way. It's not just giving classes, courses, but it's just helping souls to transform, touching the souls. As Baba said today, sharing like blessings with everyone. So I think we are able to do, we will do it. It's nothing impossible, but just needs little bit introspection, more clarity. And definitely there is trust, there is confidence that we all are becoming angel, and angel too now will be deity. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. Om Shanti, brother. How are you? What's in your hand, brother? I went for shopping. What did you get? This is my new jersey. What a coincidence. You bought a new jersey, and today we're going to New Jersey. Today we are going to USA, New Jersey. We have two places in the state of New Jersey. We have our Cinnamon Sun Center and our Edison Center. So let's fly to New Jersey!
Let's remember Baba.
पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र तन रखो, पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र तन रखो। पवित्रता मनुष्यता की शान है। जो मन वचन कर्म से पवित्र है, वो चरित्रवान ही यहाँ महान है। पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र तन रखो, पवित्रता मनुष्यता की शान है। जो मन वचन कर्म से पवित्र है, वो चरित्रवान ही यहाँ महान है।
Om Shanti and good night, everyone.